of hanging out with the group, bored, and he's being louder than he normally is, but that's only because he's wanting you to know that he's there.
Harold,
Yes.
how have you been? You wandered off.
Not so well. Failed at attempted sneakery and general malaise and maliciousness, but it doesn't usually happen to me, but I have unfortunately played the klutz, I'm afraid. So, here I am.
I see. Well, we're getting the band back together to head off. We will have an extra person coming with us.
Oh,
Yes,
who might this be?
a Roxasha.
Oh,
Roxasha. Yes.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't really like us very much, so we decided to be like, fuck you.
What do you mean?
Oh, you're not talking about the core? Oh, never mind, that's not a Rakshasa, is it?
No, that's Quab.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Rakshasa.
Also, we have Rox.
So, between the
Trickster.
friend network, I just communicate quickly and say, between you and me, this is the guy I was supposed to set up.
But you said you failed, right?
I did fail, and he doesn't know it was me.
So, no harm, no foul then.
No harm, no foul.
And we won't inform him of this either.
I wouldn't.
So we've been dealing with this lady, this what's her name? Jeweled Princess? Princess of the Jewel.
Oh, her.
Yeah, she's been trying to kill us,
Queen
I
of
guess.
Jewels?
Queen of Jewels.
And
No, the Princess of
GM,
Jewels.
this
I
would be
like
the
this.
same Queen of Jewels that I was that set me on the job, right?
That's the same one. Small world.
Yeah. So, small world here, guys. Yeah. Let's get out of here.
All right, dude. Took a job from prison and tried to kill us. Got it.
Yeah. Yes. Decisions were made.
Well, I am further glad that you failed your mission because the Princess of the Shining
Queen of Jewels.
Rocks.
Yeah.
No. Princess of the Shining Rocks.
Oh, we're gonna miss Snicker making on purpose. I like it.
It's a bitch. Anyways.
Well, fortunately, I can play this off as I'm just a backstabbing cool criminal. That's the play we're going with. All right.
All right. Yes, we like this play. Also, we finished setting up a business.
Oh.
Yes. We're water farmers now.
We're Nestle.
Oh. All right. Water bottle monopolies. Here we come.
Hopefully not
Yes.
evil, but that's just goes with the territory, I guess.
As long as we can lay waste to indigenous lands, I'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see what we can do. Also, we'll have some people coming to our dungeon to help lay the groundwork for a bubbling spring for us.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Gather one up and go back to town because I believe Luna was still messing with the nose.
Injured?
Injured was still messing with the nose. I don't know why I got your names confused there.
My name's not Luna.
Right? No, look. I'm just gonna take my jaw off and walk away.
Okay.
Just so I'm clear, is are you RPing an NPC right now that I should be aware of? Because I just heard Luna. Was that just a misspeak, or is there another NPC that you're RPing at the moment?
No, that was just a misspeak.
Oh, okay. Just want to be clear. Just want to make sure.
That's
Try
an
to
old
miss-
character that Susie's based off of, but not actually. That's not actually her name.
Oh, got it. Okay. I'm up to speed now. Thanks.
So we'll take
Alright.
our Corgi Dragon and
Meet with Ross at the gate. And head back to the Lost Menagerie.
If that's the plan.
I
Yep.
think that's the plan, Sam.
Alright.
And fly over the subbase Ascalon. See how they're doing. Or fly near subbase Ascalon, see how they're doing.
Doesn't look too bad. There's no more smoking fires. Not a lot of patrols, at least from the normal patrols you usually see.
Fair.
Looks like they kind of buttoned up and are waiting for something.
Interesting. You guys think we should do the last bit of our territory before heading back in?
So we've already been here. We went. Andrew's taking care of that. There. We don't need to worry about the Zork nest, I'm sure. Right. Beetleboro is doing okay. I seen them last time. I'm sure they've been hibernating underground, so too crazy. What about the abandoned excavation?
Well, we're coming back in, so we stopped here. We flew near subbase Ascalon.
Oh, for some
I
reason I
believe
thought you were here. I thought we were
no.
coming from this direction. The
No, we're,
places. Okay.
yeah. So we needed to finish going like this before heading back in to finish our scouting reports.
That is true.
Hmm?
Yep.
Yep.
Scouting report's pretty important.
So I think we should finish our scouting reports
For the junk
and
shop,
then
is
head
that
back.
their territory?
It is kind of in our territory, so like we can go like this because we only have to find it close enough for our map to update and head back in. Because otherwise, we gotten all of this.
Sounds good.
All right. So I'm trying to grab a thing, but you guys just need to kind of tell me what you guys are grabbing.
So essentially, we're going near subbase Ascalon and Outpost Echo,
Mm-hmm.
near the Raptor Dens, near the
Okay.
Temple of the Lost Soldier, near the junk shop, and back to the Lost Menagerie.
Okay.
Another
Phil
crash
just
airship.
kind of like nods his head, like, "Okay, I guess we're flying." Alright. So flying next to the subbase Ascalon, go ahead and tell me what is the current rating on that base.
Oops. M. Subbase Ascalon is 8 shields, 2 skulls.
1 skull, 8 shields.
1 skull and 8 shields.
Oh,
How about the Burning Quarry?
good old burning quarry. What
I
was the
have
rating on that one?
2 skulls and 3 shields with 87% of the ore remaining.
30% of the ore remaining, or the stone.
Mhm.
No skulls, no shields. It's a unprotected territory.
All right. And
Zipping
then
by, getting a little lower, there is a couple humans there, but it looks like it's no more than like 8, and they don't look very healthy. They're just
Mhm.
kind of foraging and rummaging around, looking through each of the huts and the tents that were left in haste. Some seem to be rolling up a tent.
understood.
As you guys fly by, several take cover because Phil's big enough. If you guys go a little low to kind of get a better look, well, Phil is big enough to kind of be noticeable in the sky. And a couple look up and point, and everyone takes cover. No one shoots at you; they all just kind of scamper away. It's a lot of run, dragon.
Uh, Outpost Echo has 2 skull and 4 shields.
It is now relabeled as destroyed outpost.
Mm,
It has no skulls and half a shield.
understood.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Temple of the Lost Soldier.
I thought you guys were hitting the raptor den.
Oh yes, we're hitting Raptor as well.
What the raptor den got?
Uh, 4 skulls and 3 question marks.
3 question marks, 4 exclamation points, and 1 skull and crossbones.
And 1 skull and crossbones.
Yeah, so instead of the 4 skulls, it's now 1 skull and crossbones, which means elite level trouble. Feather raptors have been growing fat from strength. Now that the major threat that was basically going to be ruining their nest, well, they've eaten well from all the devastation and ruin.
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
Next is Temple of the Lost Soldiers with 1 skull with an asterisk, 3 shields with an asterisk, 3 question marks with an asterisk, and 3 exclamation points and an asterisk.
Hasn't changed.
Okay, I figured that one wasn't going to. Crashed airship.
No skulls. Half a shield.
I was say it was pretty much cleared out by the party.
I mean, you can still take cover in the airship, so it's
No, for
half
sure.
shield. It's definitely a place that, if there was a little bit of repair to it, the airship could be kind of a rest point. I mean, it's been there a while. It has some pretty decent cover from the sun, and now that the Sand Knight's not there, you can actually kind of build it up and, maybe even cover up some of the the holes in the ship to prevent sand from getting in.
So after that, we have Double Trouble Chunk Shop. Skull, question mark, skull, question mark, skull, question mark.
No, it's about the same.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically everything with a bunch of question marks. You're not sure how dangerous it is. The map's not sure how dangerous it is, or, I mean, it knows that there's mysterious things with it, but yeah, not much to worry about.
And finally, we land at the Lost Menage Strait. CAGR gets started been updated, and so we're good.
All right. You guys will arrive back. Ross is rather pleased with how fast the transport was, and it was very pleasant seeing what he could of your territory. You guys are obviously making routine checks for
Problems and issues.
Yep. He is curious that you have a map of the world. Those are very rare. There's only one per region. He was wondering where the desert map of the world had gone off to.
You'll have to ask our Lord where he got the map.
Huh?
Uh,
Squish. Gabloosh.
yeah. I'll walk in and bow to Lord Cole.
You have returned. Very good.
Yes, we have also brought a merchant with us.
Well, alright. And what do I have the pleasure of owing such an esteemed member of the Grand Continental Merchants Guild? And Ross kind of bows, but he has this peculiar look on his face. Go ahead and everyone roll scrutiny.
Yannicka. I'll use a boon pass.
Okay. For those who passed, looking at Ross, there's kind of a coy look of, where have I seen you before? Because sometimes it's hard to tell a mummy apart from another. And Goal kind of plays with Pix a little bit. Pix is all like, yeah, this is fun. Oh, there's a person. Ah! And he hides. Yes. In fact, if I remember correctly, when the Grand Continent Merchant Guild was established, the original financiers were actually none other than the bank, and as it turned out, a great dragon. Now, I don't know if they're still part of that, but if I still have the paperwork at the main bank, I should have my stock shares in the company. And since it's grown so grand, large, and big, I think those would be worth quite a bit. And then you could see the spark of recognition on his face. Mr. Ghoul, pleasure to meet you again. The board of the company has grown quite large in your absence. In fact, I believe somebody is taking over your chair to take, care of the responsibilities now assigned to each of the chair members. You still get my vote? Yes. Yes, you do. Good. Now, Eatsley here is going to be my executor of my estate on that particular account book. So, next time you're in town, please prepare the legal paperwork. You can charge it to my account, of course. These are my children, by the way, and you've no doubt have met. And I do hope you treat them with the utmost respect. In fact, I'd be very displeased if any one of them was insulted or dishonored by you or the guild. But in that case, I think we should let Phil show him around. Phil's like, yes, I will show you why rocks are hard and why water is wet and why wind goes whoosh and why fire is hot. And like, well, those are the basic core elements. And Phil kind of pushes him along. Come. Gull leans back. Smaller world than I thought.
Yes.
Little story time for all of you. Very brief. Once upon a time, I met a great dragon. He, after many days of talking with me, had proposed a business idea. That was centuries ago. I was a lot younger. And in my drunkenness, and yes, he had found wine, magic wine, to get even the undead inebriated, I had agreed. And threw a rather shameful sum into the company as a financier. He said this is called buying stocks. And I bought quite a few. Little did I know they were to end up to be a very successful company. Continent-wide, even. Problem is, I can't exactly get at those funds. If you know what I mean. Nor do I want to sell my stocks. But I have to be engaged in a more participating role within the company if I'm going to have any additional options to said stock or any financial means thrown my way, which was a little frustrating, considering that I wanted to be a dungeon lord. I had specifically picked this region because I knew the bank was nearby, who was, turns out, one of the other financiers. They own a solid 13% of the trading company. It's a lot of cash.
That is.
I own a whopping 8% of that company.
That is a lot. Still.
Yeah, this is why I was poor. That dragon scammed me out of everything.
But now you have the ability to recoup.
I do, but I wasn't able to do that here. And in fact, one of the main reasons why the bank actually gave me the loan for this place was they were hoping I would sell my stocks to them to pay for it. Joke's on them. So, sounds like you may or may not have opened up a business
I have.
in a company that I own a part of, which is rather funny.
Lord Ghoul,
Yes.
we have eliminated traveling party that was come to destroy our dungeon. They are no longer of this world.
Which ones? There's a lot of them.
The Apostles of Nareem, I do believe, that the reason why we needed to get fast.
Oh, well, you dealt with them?
Yes, now the
Yes.
Bank of Sand owes us quite a... They were attacking Sands.
Well, yeah, that's going to be a bit interesting because the bank doesn't particularly like to owe. So
No.
they'll most likely find some sort of creative means to downplay it.
Of course they
Go with
will. I won't. I know what they have. And what they have, I'll make sure to invoke when they try to downplay.
Well, what is it that I have?
They have Scales of Zeki.
I mean, that could, if that is what you and yours collectively want here as an artifact, you could most likely get that from them.
Oh, no, we will. I was going to use it to enforce how much they owe. Scales are fair.
Well, you already know this. I hope you all know this. If you're hoping for fairness and you invoke Zeki's name, don't be surprised if what you thought was fair isn't actually what happens.
Oh, I agree with that. Though the Bank of Sands would also be upset if it was to invoke because they also want to agree what is fair by Zeki's standards.
I see. Alright. Just, well, again, you know this. Approach with caution, I suppose.
Yes.
But I think more importantly, we have concluded a mission of ours, haven't we?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So it's been a few sessions. Does anyone have the details of said?
Mhm. It was um a catalyst for each of us.
Mm-hmm.
And
Their dungeon getting upgraded as well.
No,
no.
it's going to be a personal reward that you
Yeah, it
guys
was a
haven't gotten in
person.
a while.
Right, like
Yeah,
getting
it was
an increase to your storage space. Yeah.
it was a personal reward. And some Aether. You didn't tell us how much. Or at least I don't have it written down as how much.
So personal catalyst, pretty simple. Phil, Eep, is going to receive a special rock.
Nice.
Susie we got for you, my dear? Something a little grotesque. You get eyes of a seer in a
Nice.
jar. Yep. Indrid. She gets Dread Vulture's feathers. I think it's, and then we got Grimold, Grimold.
What do I get?
Yeah, one sec. You get claws of a Nemean lion.
Mm.
And Lee. You're gonna get something called Rattlebones.
Ooh.
Which is a very weird catalyst. It's think of a large, long pole held horizontally, and draped from that pole. That's about, say, 3 meters long. Are every single bone of a skeleton specifically tied by a leather strap or a leather strip. So several hundred bones. And they all, even if you hold it, they all rattle. They all kind of jitter and move and kind of clank against each other. Clatter. It's pretty spooky. Goal kind of rolls his shoulder. Those, actually, as it turns out, I was able to put those together specifically utilizing, well, the power of the dungeon.
Oh, so you kind of made them?
Yes. I came across those in my travels. They came and go from my possession, but I had a good enough understanding of them that I was able to recreate them using the power of my dungeon, which wouldn't have been possible if it weren't for your collective help. Each of those is a flawless grade item. Here is a flawless grade, small-sized Aether Gem for your services, which also is the Aether Gem you get.
Mhm.
And personal reward, which I will give you as he clicks the screen in front of him. You can have a storage size upgrade if you so choose. Thinking up in an allowance, which everyone's going to get, but you can get another treasure chest worth of money if you want a treasure chest of money. Bigger than last time, much bigger. We are no longer in debt, so none of you get a pauper's pay. Yeah. Or you can get an IOU for later, as in you're not sure if you ever get a dungeon upgrade option later for a storage upgrade or whatnot. You can choose two of the options instead of one using the IOU, because there will be other options in the future. I still have to build them with the Aether and the mana that I produce from the dungeon core, so they're good.
I'll take a bag upgrade.
All right, increase your storage space by 1 square meter. So go ahead and type in the money you want. So you got upgrade options, storage space, money, IOU. Go ahead and pick the one you want.
Sorry, I just got back. I had to put the food away. I think I will go for storage space.
Yep. Everyone who picks storage space gain a 1 meter cubed upgrade. So if you were a 2x2, now you have a 3x3 storage space. All right. We'll let Phil Eep. He's Mia. To choose later. What about Indrid, who's still gonna be? She should be here by now.
She just texted me, so she's gonna be a little bit longer. That's just work, I guess. Big thing for today.
All right. Mia to choose later. And then, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Johnny, what do you want to pick?
Oh, we get to choose 2 of them?
Then you get to pick one.
Oh, I
You
said
pick
the
storage
storage
space, you gotta
space.
type it in.
Oh, it's my bad, my bad. I was just typing to the other guys.
Thank you much.
Chat.
All right. The Aether reward was 1 flawless grade. Small size. Allowance upgrade. This is for everyone. Because you guys are supposed to get a better allowance. It used to be 100 low grade small size Aether stones a day. That doesn't go up too much. You guys are gonna get 125 of that instead. The mediums go up a bit more. But the big upgrade is actually going to be, you guys are gonna get to start dipping into large grade now a day. You get 2 large grade, small sized Aether stones a day. Money's gonna go up a lot. Instead of 10, you guys are gonna get 100 dungeon gold a day.
Mm-hmm.
And 200 dungeon silver a day.
Okay.
And you guys will also, because of the blessings you guys currently got, you gain 1. That's not how you spell that. Wow. Ugh. You guys will be getting 1 dungeon platinum a day.
Ooh, cool.
He'll clap his hands. Congratulations, all of you. Is there any questions for me, or perhaps you would like another task or quest?
I believe we still have the quest from you, Lord Ghoul, of the Salt Flats.
Mm-hmm.
This is true. And
It's true.
Eats is gonna check time. I have 6 days before I must venture into the Temple of the Lost Soldier.
Ah, yes, your quest.
Should we be able to return successfully, or if I'm successful, I will be able to create writs of Ziki.
Not a small feat by any means.
Will you be blessed by that god? Is that how that would work? If you get to do rites
Writs.
or writs?
But-
Yeah.
Yes, you would not be able
Yes.
to succeed in, well, writing a writ and have it fully notarized without a blessing. So
Once you come back from that, I want to show you a book for your evolution. You'll be able to access those pages once you have the blessing of. I figured
you
it
very
would be
much,
something
Susie.
to see, as I cannot yet.
Thank you. Also, I would love your help, Susie, delving into this dungeon.
Oh, of course. I was just going to work
And-
on some farming. I try to manage this new business we're starting.
Yes. Lord Gold, we have become water farmers.
It's funny. It's nothing wrong with it. I just, out of all the things that I expected that my dungeon to be a provider of, it was not going to be water. That was not on my mind at all. Proves me wrong.
As we are one of the few places that can have a sustainable oasis.
Precisely. So.
Uh,
That's just funny to me.
I will speak to the gnolls to have them start creating a bubbling oasis and ask our priest in the ring for permission.
Mm.
We would not want to disrespect Nareen.
I would recommend against that. That would be unfortunate, yes.
I'll give Lord Cool a bow. And I would say look at the party. Look at the two others right here. I'm like, when would you like to try and enter the Temple of the Lost Soldier?
You have 9 days, you said?
6 days.
6 days. Okay. How about in 3 days' time?
Understood. Grimald, are you okay with this?
I suppose so.
It's been
Thank
a
you,
while
Grimald.
since we've been in a dungeon besides ours. I think the last time wasn't very fun, though.
You were in a dungeon before?
Yes. Did we not tell you about that? It's the mines.
Yes. Does that actually count? I
Uh,
suppose it does, but
yeah.
I would say the Bank of Sands was a very pleasant place to be.
Oh, yeah, I guess the Bank of Sands is one, too, yeah.
The last time we went invading a dungeon was not so pleasant.
Yeah. No, more like that, because it seemed more of like a pleasantries and transactional compared to running for your life, trying not to die. All the fun stuff.
Well, those are good things to start with.
Thank you, Lord Ghoul, for your wonderful gifts. Use them.
You've
Yeah.
all earned them. Okay, so it looks like you have a plan. That's good. Let's hopefully stick to said plan, maybe?
Yes.
If you're going to go to this mysterious temple, I recommend all of you go together.
Sure, everyone would be okay with that.
Yes.
We'll take a load off. You can either assist in entertaining our guest, or let Phil do his good work.
I'm like, of course.
Your beholder kind of. The large eye doesn't ever leave goal, but the other eyes kind of followed the Ross when he left. Yes, I don't think we'll be having too much trouble from that pussycat. What?
Hmm?
Don't look at me that way.
I looked at you no way.
I'm watching you.
I know you are. You come looking for me all the time. Unfortunately, you're not my type.
How vulgar.
Too much meat and skin.
How vulgar indeed. Regardless, I'm off to go see if I can actually do some real business for us. Unbelievable.
I'm just gonna stop and get Lord Cole. I'm like, do we need him still?
I don't know. In all honesty. It's hard to tell sometimes.
Yes, Lord Cole.
Well, if it ever comes down to it, I guess I'll leave it to you all. Although I hope we don't have to resort to such a thing.
And neither do I, Lord Cole.
Regardless, take a load off, and get ready for your adventure, I suppose.
Oh,
My dog is being dramatic.
I thought that was Luna.
Nope. Luna is asleep at my feet.
Why don't you do that, Zeke? Why don't you sleep?
Well, probably
He's
because
like-
she's not a puppy.
You don't know me. Okay. Anything else? Any of you want to kick off right away before we burn through 3 days?
Not. I mean, honestly, I'd probably go talk to Ross. Make sure, so we can have some business talk.
Okay. Grandma, what are you up to?
Checking in on my gecko archers.
Gecko warriors.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes, they are your warriors, friend. Well, let me make some rolls for them. What do you think?
What do I think about what?
Making some rolls for them.
You want me to do that?
Yes, we gotta do the 2D100. Remember?
Okay.
Because we gotta get your scholar knights and or your scholar dude. Because you got your shaman to condense his Nope, that's single digits. We'll try next week.
Okay.
They don't have the best of chances. They're only they're only little gecko warriors, but they're trying to please their lord. One day they will succeed.
I have faith.
Okay,
So what
let me
now?
write down what I'm going to do for the next 3 days.
Please do. Anybody kind of know exactly what they want to do for the 3 days? I know Johnny's working on it. What about you, lot?
Oh,
What's your plan?
we're going to do a mix of math, and figuring out names.
Dangerous, but all right.
Names and math are both dangerous. We know this, yes.
All right.
Be right back. 2 minutes.
No.
Since we ended our downtime, it's only been like a day, hasn't it? Or how long have we been traveling after? I think it's only been a day. I don't remember sleeping at all.
Yeah, no, that was just a full day for us.
Are we at the end of our full day now?
You guys are starting the next day.
What next day? Okay.
All right, I'm back.
That was a quick 2 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't realize how fast my dog was gonna run out of the room, so I just am pawning off that responsibility to the family.
Okay. Overall, you guys are just on the next day.
Yeah.
Start of it. So, day 1 of 3.
Yeah.
I heard an okay. What does that mean?
Means okay. Let's start this. Let's do this. I forgot. How many downtimes were in a day?
8.
Total. 2 for sleep. You want
8
6
total,
hours.
2 for sleep.
Yeah.
Alright, so basically 6 DT a day, or?
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, unless you got your Mind Palace, then sleep stuff. Or
I do
in
not.
our good old trusty Dream Mage, it's the best. Best.
We got. Oh gosh! Look at all those. Look at all that. Look at all that plans that you have.
Right. Um. We gotta do our math and our names.
Okay. What you feeling, Taylor? What do you wanna do for a couple days? Good chat.
I don't really have anything.
You just give him a sec to think, Matt. Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
I know all your plans right now.
Yeah.
Do you want
I
to
mean,
go
I don't
like
know.
hunting?
The only thing I really have is like my gecko archers at home. I don't know. Like I
I mean, you could practice on trying to make a new skill. You can try and learn the Wanderer's combat techniques. You could go out hunting for a couple days. You could try and raise some stats or earn some skills.
One time downtime action, I'm going to take some of your venom. That's one thing.
sure.
Use that little device I got. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yep. Feel free. How long is that going to take?
Less. It won't even cost you a DTA.
Okay.
Just she's got the tools for it. It's not like a goofy scene where it's just like hold still, you know.
Yeah, it literally
Right.
like extracts it. It doesn't even go through your body. Pretty much, it just like teleports from one thing to the other.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So if you kind of want to, you can kind of focus on raising some stats or focus on gaining some power. You can learn some new skills or talents that you don't have. Quite a bit you can do.
I suppose I'll. Do we have any like waterfalls
Yes.
or anything? All right. So I'm gonna sit in a waterfall to raise my willpower.
Okay. Gonna do that meditation stuff?
Yeah.
Cool. How long did you want to spend in there?
All of the DTA.
So you're gonna.
What about eating? I'll send you stuff through your storage space. Don't worry, I got you.
it's a willpower test, you know.
Hey, that is a way to raise willpower. Fight off hunger.
Yep, that's the plan.
You are gonna want to eat after those 3 days, though.
Yeah, I'll save half a DTA for stuff.
That is pretty funny, though. Okay. So, any progress for you, Eatsley? Any milestones that we need to?
Let's see here. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Because you were trying to do some math and some names, and both of those are very dangerous activities.
Math and names are dangerous activities. Let me.
And if you disagree, you're a madman.
So, not yet on the names.
Getting there though.
Yeah, no, they're at 34 out of 50.
For the medium tier.
Yeah. And
What a wild
I
guy.
did actually hit a milestone. I have my second sentence down, or my second paragraph down.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, buddy. Kind of stare at it. You feel good. At least with the first two paragraphs down, it feels wholesome. Because the first paragraph kind of rambled on and on about some immutable law, but there was no clarification or context at all behind it. Which put the second one in and finished the last punctuation on it. Well, there is that the realization that, well, the first paragraph no longer says what it says. It says something entirely different now. It's no longer talking about immutable laws of the some indescribable truth. It's talking about the laws of, or the malleable laws of the mortal realm. It shouldn't be right. This is Zeke we're talking about. This is his scripture. And yes, he has dominion over the dead, but not the living. And the more, it's really confusing. Because you kind of stare at it, it's like, huh. You have more paragraphs to go, but kind of weird. Every time you add a new paragraph, the previous paragraphs, what they say entirely changes.
Like, Skull heard go crash into Butterbed, sleep there.
That's completely it for you.
Yep.
How close is Allie?
She just gave me the text of on my way home now, and it should take about 20 to 30 minutes from St. Andrews to here. So,
Alright, well, we'll get back to her when we get back to her. Although I do really want her to have the 3 DTA of downtime, in addition to having beaten there for the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Any prep you guys want to do for dungeon delving?
I was going to do some alchemy prep to have things available.
I'm honestly probably going to spend some merit. And you know how that works mid combat. So do you want to do that now?
Yes, let's do that now. Let me go use the restroom for a quick moment. That way we can get some time out of the way for Allie, and then everyone can get a beer, go to the restroom, get a snack, and then we can just continue on.
Okey-dokey.
A little bit more focus. Alright, be right back.
I need 23 more merit before I make purchases.
Well, I'm sitting at like 62 merit to spend.
I got 41 for myself.
Yeah, so I was hoping to hold on to it until I could get 100 and 25 in my swiftness pillar.
Okay, yeah.
And we can get the flash step after that. Be a cheeky bastard.
Gonna get some movement skills.
Yeah, right.
I'm getting close to my next 3 pillars, but I'm not there yet.
I have swiftness at 50, might and spirit at 30, and mentals,
Yeah. I got 94 in spirit, 49 in might, 54 in swiftness, 54 in might. So let's that's right now. Back to So what do you think we need for alchemy stuff? I'm gonna make some mana potions again. I'm gonna try out my new thing I got going for myself. And I'm going to make some health potions, I think, as well, from the alchemy lab. What else do you guys think we need? Some food or our peeps maybe have some food available.
Probably.
Yep. And
Some foods.
put some like
or probably
monster repellent or like a maybe some cloaks of invisibility. How do we want to go this? Were you just doing the exploration? Or are you going stealth? How should we do this?
Well, the big thing is we need to get in there. God, I forgot about that.
We need the items, right? The crystals. Don't we need all the?
We have that.
Yeah, we got them all. Okay.
Alright, while I put this laundry load in the laundry machine, the washing machine, go ahead and regale me of what it is that you wish to purchase.
Yes. All right. So I want to do a swiftness select on a what was it? I want to do a swiftness select on power slide.
Oh, look at you go.
What about action economy?
Oh, that's fair. I could do a swiftness select on my action economy.
If you'd like, you can make a conflux on action economy and get a whole turn. I think that's what we did last time for a conflux action economy. With Matt's approval.
Yeah.
This one's a bit more casual, this game.
Mm-hmm.
I might approve that for one of my more brutal games. But, I mean, let's keep that extra turn after my turn. Let's not do that yet. If an item gives it to you, or some sort of other thing that you earned over time, let's then we can do that. Yeah. It's just woof.
right?
We don't need some Sanics running around here, man. Not yet. You're not even the speed type.
Who, me? Yeah, I am.
Speed?
Mm-hmm. I have most stuff in swiftness right now.
I'm literally talking the sub-element speed.
Oh, fair. No. I'm trying to work up to about 125 to get up to the movement discipline.
Jesus
Uh,
Christ, of course you are.
so I can, so I can get the flash step.
Oh, you're gonna be that guy. Oh
Yeah.
shit. All right. Oh crap.
That's what I'm going to be.
Okay, guy. Shit. All right.
Uh, but I was going to use a swiftness select on power slide to reduce it from a full action to a half action.
Yeah, that's fun. Can only still be used once a turn. If you purchase Mind Pillar, it'll let you use it more than once a turn.
So I just had that up. Full action to half action.
Yeah.
I want to do another swiftness select on it. To try and get it down even further.
Okay, so bonus action.
Yes.
Still can only use it once a turn. Unless you want to mind select it.
Oh no, we're not gonna mind select it yet. So you only as right now we only need to use it once a turn. And then we're gonna Would it be a swiftness select to reduce the penalty of a counterattack? Or a might select?
Mind.
Mind? Okay.
Yep. It's you figuring out a way not to do faster or stronger, but you're being more clever.
Okay.
I'll reduce it by 10.
Yeah.
Right back. I'm just gonna heat up some food for Allie as she's about to arrive soon.
And then I'm also going to do a swiftness select on initiative again.
Okay. What was the bonus last time?
So right now it is +3.
Another +3.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that'll put me at math hard. 5 for the 1, 7, 8. Okay. That'll give me my first threshold and the swiftness pillar. So I'm gonna do that real quick. And we're gonna get a new ability talent to utilize weapon skills, agility, perception, or int.
You hit your swiftness first. Let's do that.
Yeah.
All right. Increase your weapon skill, agility, perception, and int by 3.
Yep.
Earn a fate point or boon,
Got the
whichever one you
boon.
have. Earn any skill, talent, or ability that utilizes weapon skill, agility, perception, or int.
Yeah. Because I already have Battle Master, so I have the reroll. I have dual wielding. I have that. What about isn't there a charge one?
Undercharge?
Yeah, isn't it Thunder Charge?
Yeah, but you can make up an ability,
Yeah.
or you can get one from the core rulebook.
Yeah. Because the charge is a single attack, right? Like at the
Yes,
end of
usually when
charge.
you make a charge, you get 1 attack.
What about at the end of charge? Make 2 attacks.
You can make an additional attack with your offhand.
Okay.
So if you have 2 weapons, you can make an attack with both rather than just one.
Any penalties to the offhand attack?
The standard minus 20, but that is countered if you have ambidextrous and 2-weapon with wielder.
Oh, thank you. That reminds me, I need to buy ambidextrous. Right? So that's what I don't have. And that's 5 there, so.
Okay. Anything else?
Probably.
Probably, bro.
Yeah, right. Because I have 2 weapon wielder, I have ambidextrous now. I have 20 more merit. So we're gonna be smart and
Hold on to it.
you can't spend in the middle of combat though.
Right, but you can hold on to it for future stuff.
That is true. Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna be smart here. And we're gonna
Who is we?
me.
Ah.
Please be smart. We're gonna be smart. And spend 4 points to boost our perception from 38 to a 40.
Okay. Taylor, did you add your willpower yet?
I was on mute. How much did I gain here?
Yeah, did you? Because there's a number you can look up. I will get it for you if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how to find that.
It is under game mechanics, under downtime actions. So you spent 18. DTA. So from 37 to 40. That's going to be 12 that you spend. So you get +3. So now you're at 40 willpower. Bloop.
Okay.
Put it in. And then you are going to be, I believe, 1 short of your 41st willpower. So we
Cool.
would then go to journal. And then I wouldn't say it's quests. It's
I have downtime actions as like a.
oh yeah. So you would have 4 out of 5 for willpower point. Yeah. Yep, perfect. You can actually get rid of the ones that are complete on your thing. So if you
Okay.
have the ones that are fully completed, you'd only need to keep the ones that are currently in progress.
Okay.
Right, but yeah, you gain 3 willpower. You're really close to your 4th. So
Okay.
yeah. Okay. We still need to wait for Allie a little bit, but you guys can start moving your way over to... Actually, we need to do Susie stuff. I'm sorry, Johnny.
It's okay.
Don't want to jump ahead. Yeah.
I'm
what's
just finishing
your plan?
the second one to do. Let's just put in.
That would be good, yes.
Plastic one.
Alright. Do you have over 100 to roll on for potions? Alchemy? That
Maybe.
includes with all the tools.
Maybe. I don't
So
think
you
you
should
gave me
have
the
quite a
tool. So for the lab itself, I don't think you've given me what that lab bonus would be.
You get the plus 30 across the board.
So plus 30. Word.
Nope, for all attempts. And the equipment in
Oh.
there actually just allows you to perform any kind of alchemy because you have all the tools.
Yeah. Cross board for attempts, for all attempts. Tools available. I'm bringing my cauldron in as well. Is that possible to do? Try add things? All right.
Yeah.
Sweet. So yeah, I'm gonna try because the lab you were telling me after I was exploring it. You said I could. Fuck. Just remember something. I still need to go through the lab and figure it all out. But in the meantime, you said it takes up the I don't need a gas mask because it like automatically sucks up the fumes and stores it or something.
For normal fumigation, yes. If it is a particularly lethal and something open-ended that you can't, keep bottled, it'll suck up the fumes, but that doesn't mean you're safe from the fumes as they're coming out. So
okay, does it have a like a setup I can put on, or is it like?
Yes, it does.
Okay, all right.
Mostly as a face mask thing. Has a couple different types for all different shapes and sizes, but there's one particularly for a human shape.
Okay. I guess I do have that humanoid face, so I can go for that.
Mhm.
And if I double check my evolutions and cauldron, I kind of remember what it was, but I don't remember completely. Isn't that? I don't know. Or it makes it. It makes. It's 10 degrees of success less. Remember that part.
Couldn't tell you, bud.
Okay, it's my fault. Let me quick. So, let's start the attempt on the mana because I know 3 hours is the safe. And the more I put time into it, the more diluted and harder it is to get your batch. But
Yeah.
the more powerful it comes out if you get that 6 hours, right?
That perfect amount, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Do you just give me or wasn't too far back. Remember you wrote it down. Copy paste it.
Couldn't tell you, bud.
I have a reroll. And I can roll 4 or less. Right? I can reroll better on 4 or less. That's what it was.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, I'll believe you.
I will give you a copy paste in a second, but that is exactly what it is.
Alright.
So, for this wonderful cauldron, you're saying I need 100 degrees of success to do this? To get like a perfect batch per se?
No, I wouldn't say that many. That's way too high.
Way too high.
But that's if you were trying to go for like a divine potion.
Let's just see what I can do for my 6 hours. If I fuck up, I fuck up, and if I'll lose. So the nice thing about my conflux for alchemist is that I can use my another scholastic lore. I can add those degrees of success on scholastic lore to my mix, my alchemy, whatever. So, do you remember how many rolls I do for it? I think it was 3, right, for it? Or just 3 or
3.
2? 3? Okay. So, I have mastery in alchemy. And if mastery is what I think mastery is, it adds your, it adds plus 10 equal to the bonus of the attribute or the characteristic.
That's the one.
Okay. So I currently have 53 intelligence, and I have 4 naturals. Therefore, 5 for the first one, not including unnaturals. Unnatural 1 is 10. 15 is 2. 20 is 3. 25 is 4 unnaturals. So I should have a plus 250. To the roll. Plus my 4 unnaturals, which give me a plus 40. So I should be rocking a 290 for.
Pretty good.
Here is the. Oh, sec. Let's. Oh, I can't forget. Get excited, man.
Getting a little excited there, Johnny.
Oh. All right, round 1. Awesome. And we're then going to add in Scholastic Lore Alchemy. So 333, excellent. That's a 36 for the first one. Go to Susie.
Oh, look at you go.
90. 33 again. I rolled off intelligence this time, so let's add 36 because the plus 30 from Alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
And so then plus. So that's 40. And then I'm gonna roll just again. Okay. 29 and so I did manage to get my 100. So that is 33 plus 40 plus 36 should be 109. 109 degrees of success.
Well, you'll make your potions.
Nice. That's just for the mana batch, right?
So you had over 100 degrees of success collectively for a single potion?
For the batch, yeah, of the mana potions. Because that's with the cauldron.
Yeah, I mean, you're in there going, brew, and it just you almost can't help yourself from cackling.
I get a free reroll from it. Should I try it with one of my rolls?
Well, it's perfect. I'll tell you that. It's 100% perfect. Comes out, and you're looking at it like not even a speck of
impurities.
Look
For
at
6
that.
hours. Nice. Okay. I just like, very nice. Oh, I like this.
And it's kind of weird. The lab, whenever you go reach for a piece of equipment or go to something, it's always within arm's reach.
Hey.
It's a weird little place you found yourself, friend.
Oh, I like it. Okay. So I will put those into my storage space, and we shall continue on. So, does Lord Ghoul have a health potion cauldron as well?
Yes, he does. That's one of the most common ones.
Okay. I think we should definitely have one of those available. Let's do up a batch for 6 hours. Actually, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Seer ability, and I'm going to check to make sure that what the precise timing is for it, because it could be more than 6 hours. It could be. I figured there'd be like a balance for a mana and health, but that might not be the case. So I think it's better to check first and then go for the 6 hours if it is that. It could be longer for the brewing time.
Go ahead and roll me your seer thing.
Yes. So if I Syria, I get a +10, more detail, Citations test, and a this is at a 0 because it's 10 for that. Does my
I'm a Matt.
yes, question. Does my trying to say here. My heightened senses, I have, all 5 senses. Does this affect my significance for looking into the future, or no?
No, it has to be a sixth sense.
Has to be 6 sense. I do have Spidey sense, but I don't think I have like heightened sense Spidey sense, so probably not.
Yes.
Awesome. So we're gonna do that roll. Ooh, very nice. Here is my influence. Pass. Awesome. So yes, possible futures on the perfect brewing length. I guess I know, or at least the brewing length I would need to do for this.
If you miss the 1 hour mark, you burn it. It doesn't mean it's not drinkable, but it's a little known secret that it's basically speed brewing.
Okay.
You actually have a pressure cooker top
Mm-hmm.
that the cauldron that he has a screw grooves on
Yeah.
the rim, and you
Right.
take this massive metal lid and go clang. You turn it, and you put the clamps down, and then you crank the fire to as hot as possible.
Okay.
And you put the ingredients in what is called a chute. So
Right.
you undo the top. You put it in the lid, which has a chute that's locked at the bottom. And you clamp that lid. You let it pressurize the airlock, and then it drops the ingredients in.
Right.
So you don't lose pressure.
So what you're telling me is that it's not going to take 6 hours. It's going to take 1 hour to do.
Yeah. So you can brew 3 batches.
Batches. Yeah, and a downtime action for sure. Let's say I took 3 hours to kind of go through the possible futures for that one downtime action, and for my other downtime action, I'll do 3 brews for the health potion.
Cool.
Okay. So I do not have the special bonus from my my cauldron for the mana one. So let's do the. Hey, babe. She's right by my feet. She's coming. You should put your buns in for yourself in the oven. Anyway, okay, Matt.
Ain't got no buns, hun.
So 50 plus 30 plus 40. So that is 320. I actually forgot to do the 30 last time for, but that's fine. Here's the first roll. And then we add in me. Awesome. So that's going to be 38 for the first one. Second one. $38. So that's 41. And for the last one, and let me finish it off with another alchemy. Okay, Matt. So because I rolled a single digit in alchemy, one of my things pop up.
Okay.
It is job techniques, my unnatural for intelligence. And basically what that does, if I come back to it again. Basically it gives me an insight pretty much into what I'm brewing. Like it's not like a divine information, but it gives like a very important piece of information for brewing these. So it would be
Very
for
important
health
piece of
potions.
information is actually pretty simple. If you can get it under an hour
Mm-hmm.
for a proper brew, It auto upgrades the quality. The amount of pressure you have to put on that cauldron and the fire involved is very dangerous. You know for certain that this cauldron cannot do that.
Yeah.
It is not built strong enough. It will crack and it will
That's completely fine. I will have to do some upgrading for the cauldron. But it's good to know for next time.
Do you know if you are desperate and you're about to go over that 1 hour mark, you can put in a fire retardant or something that is a neutral solution, or something not cooling, because you definitely want it to keep the temperature.
Yeah.
But if you can basically have something that'll kind of be I hate to say it, but a retarding solution or a retarding catalyst or ingredient, it'll actually give you more time and still let you stay within the perfect window.
Okay.
Those are going to be very hard to find because they have to be really neutral, but you do know diamonds do it.
Cool.
Because diamonds are a perfect, if you cut them just right, you can have even a normal diamond, if you cut it just perfectly, it'll pull in all contaminants or kind of whatever you cut it to take and absorb into it, and it'll just sit at the bottom of the brew and you can collect them later. Yeah.
Right. So for these two brews, how many potions did I get for both the brews? This I did a lot better, 125 degrees of success, and I got, what was it?
Well, you weren't brewing for quantity; you were brewing for quality.
Correct. I just didn't know how much like a batch would give. Is it just one potion, or is it like multiple potions?
No, these are big potions.
Yeah.
So for the mana potions, you're only going to be able to brew 4 in this particular one of that quality.
Okay.
If you want to dilute
I think it was
them
like
down,
11 before. Yeah.
Well, you were over 100 here. Like,
no, that's what I'm saying. That's what you're telling me. Like, because
yes, if you
it's
dilute
more
it
condensed, right,
with holy water,
right,
from your temple, you can actually make a ton more, but it won't be as potent.
That's fine.
6 for the mana.
Okay. 6 for the mana.
These are all treasure grade level potions, because they're like, these might not be healthy for people to drink.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna sell them, honestly.
But you can if you dilute them down enough, because each time you dilute it, it makes 10 more.
Yes. Okay, and I think I will do that for. You said I got 4 health potions.
For health potion 6.
Yeah, 6 mana.
You can't make better health and mana potions than this without divine assistance.
Yeah.
The smell actually that would come off of it if you were to breathe in the fumes from either of these would be lethal.
Yeah, for sure.
So, you know that hood that you have, the you have to put over it along with your respiratory gear. Yeah, for mana and health potions. Now, if you were to sell these to Plum Blossom grade or higher, humans,
they'd be all over that.
Yeah, they would pay a lot of money for these, but they'd also be wondering, who can make this shit? Okay, big problem that you've also found out: your cauldron and the cauldron you brewed the health potions in are now cracked. You cannot make potions of this grade without a proper resistant cauldron. You did something too high quality and your equipment went, we did it this once for you, but we can't do it again. You'll have to get them repaired. Your equipment, including the one that Lord Gull has in here for you, are only good up to superior grade.
Mhm.
And you're like, let's go 2 above that. Woo! Yeah. At one point at the very end of the first hour, it started to rumble for the health potions, like the cauldron. At the end of the 3rd hour, on your 3rd batch, the thing was literally just like a washing machine that has a bunch of really heavy stuff in it. It's rocking back and forth, and you're like, oh, don't explode, please don't explode.
So, question. I forgot that I was doing 3 batches for the health. Does it?
It holds for those 3 batches. After that, you undo the pressure, and as you're letting it steam out, and you start collecting the vapor, distilling it into the back into droplets. And
so is it like 1.33 potion I got from each one then, or did I get 4
no? You
for
got
each batch?
You got 4 for each.
Ah, okay, so it's 12
Yes.
then. Okay, I just completely.
But your
forgot about
equipment is like, nope. So, at best, if you put a patch on those can at best do high grades. If you try and go beyond a high grade, your equipment will fail.
Understandable. Okay, cool.
You also, as you're looking in there towards the glass, you're gonna need to get this glass enchanted soon, because otherwise the potion will literally burn through the glass container and the cork, especially the cork. The cork is, you actually have to go find the glass stoppers.
Yep.
And then wax seal the top. And you're sitting there like, all right, I did that. Hey everyone, I did that. I'm cool.
Probably gonna need a trip to the market again to drop those off.
Yeah, well, is Allie ready? Because I would
Allie's
like to
currently in the
get
shower.
Fuck. Okay, well,
10-minute break.
Yeah, yeah, bathroom break. Yeah.
I'll be
Crap.
right back. I'm going to see if I can get somebody to go to their game.
So how are you all today?
Good.
Feeling fine, feeling dandy?
As dandy as I'll ever feel.
Glad to hear that. Sometimes we don't feel that dandy, you know?
Oh, I get it.
So what'd you name your chickens?
Rotisserie, Nugget,
Lick it?
Nugget.
Oh, Nugget, okay.
And then my wife named hers Pip, and my daughter Annie. So obviously the ones I named were on brand.
On brand, absolutely. Love every bit of that. That's hilarious. See, your family's got to get on this. Like, they need to not name it something they expect to keep.
Well, these ones are egg-laying hens, so we'll have them hopefully for 8 years.
Okay. I'm just sitting there like, yep. No, you're gonna eat the crap out of those guys, aren't you?
Yeah, not these ones. It wouldn't really make sense just to raise 4 chickens just to eat them. Like you'd have to have a lot more chickens. Typically, the way it goes is like you have your laying hens, and then they start having a lot of eggs, and you don't need that many laying hens, so you just start eating them.
Delicious.
Very good, yummy.
So, how long did it take you to put together that?
It was like 4 days to build the coop. Yeah,
Really, that long?
there was a lot of trips to Home Depot and a lot of downtime. Like I didn't work like all day every day.
Okay, so you guys
Yeah.
took a lot of beer breaks.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm proud of you. You worked that hard, that strong.
A lot of beer breaks, couple disc golf breaks. There's it was pretty lackadaisical the way we built.
It's good to have a homie help you there.
Yeah, it's definitely helpful. It probably would have taken me a full 4 days had I didn't not had because I mean that thing some of those pieces of wood were pretty heavy.
How do you keep your chickens cool?
But right now the sprinklers pretty helpful. That's gonna be the solution for this summer, but then by next summer I'm gonna try to get some sort of mister setup going.
Okay. Because if I remember correctly, it's hot in Arizona.
Yes. Basically, I mean, as long as they're in shade, they'll be good. The problem is if they're too hot, they won't lay as many eggs. Yeah. So you want to keep them around like 88, 90 degrees at the max if you can help it. Right now, where they're at is like 95, so I want to bring that down a little bit, and I think I can accomplish that by just getting a simple PVC pipe sprinkler system going around their coop.
Okay. I like it.
That's the plan, but that's for next summer. Definitely for next summer.
A lot of beer, I bet, for that one.
Yep,
Maybe
hopefully.
I can come down and help you build it.
Hey, if you're in the neighborhood.
I think I might. Who knows? Ellie, are you alive yet? Are you a living entity? Nope. Allie's still dead. Okay. Well, R.I.P. Allie. Yep. That'd be known.
Yep.
Yeah. Here I am, spending time, making all this cool ass shit. Why no?
Yeah, it's probably. Didn't realize you were
Thank you.
our result. I got an alley girl. I grabbed her out of a 12-hour shift.
Ooh. That's a
She has
very long
nice-
shift.
Has a nice crispy burger. So crispy. Yeah, what? She was up at what 6 this morning? I got up at 6 too. Oh yeah. Yeah, I took the dog out for an hour. In chat, Allie, I put some stuff you get from our completing our mission.
Yeah.
Exploration.
Yeah.
Sassy.
Allie, are you being sassy right now?
I have had my customer service face on all day. I got nothing left but sass.
Well, I don't appreciate that kind of sass.
That's all you get.
You're not gonna give me that kind of sass, are you?
That's all you
No,
get.
you're.
Get sass or you get nothing.
Well, maybe you can take a moment for yourself, figure it out.
Handle a little spicy. Believe in you.
That sass with that ass.
I don't know, Elliot. Maybe I don't.
Right about it.
No, not feeling confrontational today. No, not at all. Hi, boys and girls. Let us get the Temple of the Lost Soldier started, please. And what do you mean? Does it not destroy my glass?
If I dilute them down to flawless. 2 of them.
No. You need special. You need special glass for treasure grade.
Hold on. Flawless and treasure grade aren't the same, right?
No, flawless is lower than treasure.
Right. So what I'm doing is I'm diluting it down to flawless from treasure grade.
Right.
Yeah. You're saying the glass still won't, like the one when I put into the flawless, it still doesn't work with the glass. Is what you're telling me?
No, the glass that you have in Lord Gull's or your your alchemy lab.
Yeah.
The glass that he has in there can handle flawless grade if you use the best ones. Potions.
Yep.
But he doesn't have many bottles. He has 5 bottles that he has in a locked case. You have the key for it.
Yeah.
Those will handle flawless grade or treasure grade potions.
Do I have 200 that can handle Supreme?
Yeah, you have plenty. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll turn those down into Supreme level health potion. So I should have. If
Quite a
it's
few.
20, I should be 200. I'm guessing.
Well, it's 10. You could dilute it down to 10
each time, right? Each time when you go down, right? So if I went down from 2 to 20, and then 20 to 200, right?
Yeah. And this is the way humans make a stupid amount of money. They brew one super badass potion, or as many as they can, and then they just dilute it. And then they're like, I brewed 4 potions. Now I have 4,000 potions.
Yeah.
Yes. Very good.
So for my second day, Matt, I'm going to head to Ming and try to sell some of these potions.
How many?
I'm going to sell my whole stock because they're not going to last. And hopefully Ming can do something with the glass. Otherwise, if he doesn't want to buy them, take a price.
He'll buy them at a big discount.
Discount for the glass, right? Exactly.
Well, because he has to rebottle.
Exactly.
These.
No, he has to rebottle them. Exactly.
Okay. What type of currency do you want to get paid in? Dungeon gold, or dungeon currency? Because some of these are not gonna. You can't buy these in gold.
I'd like to get as much. I'd like to get a superior Aether Stone if possible.
An Aether Stone, Aether Gem, or Aether Crystal?
What I can do to evolve, which I do believe is a...
Those are Aether Gems.
Gems? Okay.
Crystal, yeah, Aether Gems are, those unrefined little crystals that you see everywhere that you use to evolve.
Yep.
And that you just trade around for currency. The Aether Crystals are usually that are these big, rough-hewn fragment shards.
Right.
Like the ones in the Crystal Cave. Those are usually imbued with an element. That's why they're different. Aether Crystals are kind of an immature, really kind of dirty down Aether Gem. And they need refinement.
Okay.
But usually they grow in huge growths, like
Right.
anywhere from like soccer ball sized all the way up to like boulder size. And those are valuable because you can get a large amount of Aether Crystal and gems, or crystal and gems out of the big one. Yeah.
Yep. So selling
Gem. Completely forgot the third name. All right. Yeah. So
gonna sell 5 of the mana treasure grade. Selling 10 of the health treasure grade. I understand there's going to be a discount. Why? Luna.
okay. Best they can give you for this is 1 radiant dungeon coin per.
Okay.
No more. That's at a discount.
Right. Yeah, her still full. Okay. So radiant ones, and those are above platinum, eh? Okay.
Yes, those are the highest dungeon currency you can get from any dungeon.
Yeah. Sounds good. I will.
The humans they actually take these coins and carve them to make the radiant badges.
Oh, neat. Interesting.
Yep, that's where they get it.
Okay.
These ones have 2 purposes: monetary exchange, and they are a portable spell. But they all have the same spell on it, which is explosion. So, she's not going to give you the information for free, but if you want, you can purchase the knowledge to activate the radiant coins.
Okay.
For the spell they all have.
What about another mana potion? Will a radiant coin be enough to get that information, or is that less than a radiant?
Yes.
Okay.
You can pay a radiant coin.
Radiant coin for the information. Awesome. So yeah, I'll get rid of all my mana potions and have those 200 available for.
Yeah, they'll give you the incantation that the person, because it's a universal incantation.
Right.
And what you do is you throw it.
Okay.
The blast radius is super duper small, no more than a meter.
Right.
There's no shrapnel beyond it. But it basically collapses space in that area like an annihilation, a sphere of annihilation, for a fraction of a second. Usually enough to destroy anything or anyone in that space.
What happens to the coin? Is it destroyed?
It's gone. Yeah. It's destroyed. Many people don't like to use it in this fashion.
No, for sure.
Because it gets rid of their money.
Yeah. Definitely don't want that. Cool. How long does it take to go back and forth?
Aditya. One way. For your flawless grade ones, he'll pay you. Do you want them in platinum or do you want them?
No, I don't want any of them in platinum. The only thing I'd like to do is I'd like to buy 2 superior Aether gems.
What size?
2 medium, because I think that's all my level 2 evolution could handle.
And how many are you selling of what type of potion?
Oh, I'm buying it with the radiant currency.
Oh. Yeah, for a radiant coin, he can get you that. What do you want your change in?
Yeah, that's what I figured. I'll have my change in platinum.
Okay. Do you have a storage space?
I have a +4 storage space.
Okay. He'll just give you a little treasure chest. It's a little small one, filled with platinum coins. That one's got about 10,000 platinum in it.
Awesome. With that 10,000 platinum, I'm gonna go set up shop at the Venom. You remember that how we talked about last time, the
Yep.
Venom culinary place, and I'm just going to set up a little shop and get extractions from Venom's monsters.
Okay. If you're offering platinum coins, you'll get everyone in line
Yeah,
to give
I
you
figured as
Venom.
much. Yeah. What I'm trying to do, Matt, is I'm trying to make that concoction of like all kinds of all that venom, like that super venom, and then I want to make the antidote for it, and then I want to make that's the plan for it.
The essence of 10,000 poisons.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's
I got that idea from Notch, so.
That is a divine grade potion because you're putting 10,000 poisons, venoms, and toxins into one draught. You could tone it down to the 1,000 grade one, which is a flawless one. But yeah, Notch told you to do some really nasty stuff.
She did.
Okay, you got that.
That should take me the rest of the
It
day.
depends on how many platinum coins you want to spend, because there's a lot of people in line.
I will spend as many as I can. If I can get 10,000.
There's 150 people in line.
150 people. I will get 150.
Yep. Okay. They're not all different. There are about 20 duplicates.
Okay. So.
Yeah. You can definitely go and get some more from Ming. You can go to the other markets. It's whatever.
Yep. I will get more some Ming. Ask for some cauldron repair kits. I will ask for some treasure grade. No, I'll ask for some flawless grade potion. Like, what do we call them? Not catalysts. They're called salves, right? The bottles.
Okay. Just kind of write down all the things you want.
Yep.
Instead of going from person to person, I'll just write out a price tag for you.
Yep.
Just go ahead and give me the list. We'll hop the alley while you kind of write down what you're doing.
I thought I was taking a moment for myself.
Nope. Moment's over.
How's that burger?
Allie,
Yeah, but you get the spicy alley.
what do you want to do for 3 days?
So let's side check. I was still in that dream with Omni.
Yeah,
Who were gonna blow up the thing.
Yeah, you guys are gonna go up and blow up the local bureau.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. That'll take up about one of your 3 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another day blowing up the bureau. And then I wanna spend some time destroying
The nulls?
Yeah.
Okay. You will basically wipe out the null den on the second day. Unless you want to spare them.
I wanna spend a while torturing them.
I want to say, are you a vampire that just clears the whole place out, or do you like suck their blood and, in this case, fear, and then just let them?
Yes. No, she's gonna let them. She's gonna
Definitely
let them
like,
steep for 2 days.
murder the most powerful ones. Start.
I think you already did. Didn't you already put the shaman or somebody killed their dream, therefore they died in real life, kind of deal?
No, they will be forever plagued by nightmares, for they can't dream anymore.
Ah, yes, that sounds bad.
They can try and go to sleep, but their nights will be filled with terror.
Yeah, constant fatigue. You're killing them slowly, pretty much.
That.
All right, so that'll be your 3 days. You play around with them for 2 days. You are very full, by the way. Oh man, they're so easy to scare. It's almost boring now. And on that first day, you blow up the local bureau, and Somni hands you your ID that they printed for you, the bureau ID. Sonny's like, yeah, that's about what I would do. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Bye, friend.
Bye.
It's time to get lost because we just made it go boom. So we gotta lay low for a little bit because they're gonna send people from Central. Those guys are a little badass. But
I'll stay at a dream. Stay in my crib.
Yeah, that's the one. So yeah. I sent a nightmare your cocoon's way. Not one that can get in, but one that's big and loud. Kind of scary looking, but can't get into your home. It kind of, it'll hide your house in the middle of it, you know? Kind of like mine does. No one comes knocking on my door unless they're desperate.
Eat.
Exactly, but you're not desperate anymore, are you?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah. See you later.
One day.
Thanks to Blue.
Somebody will leave you with one crucial piece of advice.
Oh.
Alright, have a good time in reality, but watch out for Prince Charmings. There's always extra baggage.
Pretty sure it makes
Or
sense.
Princess Charmings.
Pretty sure it makes. I haven't met the right person yet.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, bye. And then she backflips and then lands and
Other
flops like
maybe.
meow. And you were back. All right, we just gotta 150 venoms, 130. Oh, you're still typing. Okay. All right, I'm gonna start hustling all your tokens.
Please,
Oh yes. Let's get Phil. Do you guys want to bring any of your fellow dungeon monstre?
You know, what about Ruskar?
Scary.
Rathgear doesn't really like to go out there and do that dungeon delving stuff.
That's fair. Nimi, what about you?
I can give you advice, but I gotta stay here.
All right.
Mission.
To the Temple of the Lost Soldier. Yes.
Also, if I'm there, you guys won't get the prize.
Oh, that's fair.
Because part of the prize is solving it yourself.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give Nimi head pats.
I like head pets. Also, if I see a shiny, I might just get it. And that may not be good, because sometimes shinies are a trap.
Understood. If I ever need to trap you, Nimi, I'll use shiny.
Wait a second.
Yes, Nimi?
Forget I said anything. And she'll fly out, panicked. Very ungraceful. Alright. Alright, Indrid, you're summoned back.
What?
They're like, stop having fun. Come back, we're gonna go do a thing.
I come back.
Okay. Alright. Susie.
Yep.
How much longer are you going to be typing for?
So, in total, I got 14 Radiant Dungeon Coins. I used one of them for 2 medium superior grade, and I got 9,850 Platinum Dungeon Coin left. I want to buy 10 treasure grade empty salves, 20 flawless grade empty salves. And cauldron.
And salves are vessels.
They're vessels? Okay. Yeah. I just thought if it was empty, you know, yeah, vessel. Okay, empty vessels, we'll call them. And I would like cauldron. There.
So the empty vessels for the flawless one, those are going to be 30 platinum of a piece.
Okay, so
If you want to spend that.
200 times 30. That's 2 times 3 is 6. With so I think that's 6,000.
6,000. Yeah, platinum.
Yep,
For
I will
your
subtract
200.
that from the 9. Okay, so I
Okay.
have.
And then the 10 treasure grade empty salves.
Or empty vessels. Yep.
Empty vessels. So you can get 2 for 1 radiant coin.
2 for 1 radiant coin. Okay. 2 for 1.
The treasure grades are not reusable.
Right.
That is something that you must know.
Yeah. Okay.
There is a special binding technique. The salves actually come with the binding string,
Right.
the appropriate wax,
the fun stuff. Okay. Gotcha.
So once a potion goes in it, label it. There's a spot right on the front of the salve specifically for what potion it is. Write a pharmaceutical receipt, like as sophisticated as you can, including how long it took you to brew it, what quality it is, put your stamp on it, like, because once you use that vessel for it, that the only potion that can go back into it is an identical copy of what went in. So it needs to be the same kind of brewing process, same ingredients, same everything. If you leave your symbol on it and you put up a bounty for you, or what is called fallen soldiers, or used vessels, people will go to monster merchants and go, well, a monster made this, so I'll sell it back to you. You have an open bounty to repurchase used vessels because you know how to make it, and you just remake it, fill it up, reseal it, and then you can sell it for a piss ton of money again. Okay. So
so I'm
you
going to be
can
spending the 10
for 5. Yeah, 5.
5 and get the 10.
Yep.
Should be at in.
And since you bought bulk,
yeah,
she'll give you a little piece for it. It's a little wax stamp. It's a when you press it down on the wax, it creates a ring enchantment.
Okay.
And the enchantment is a preservation of the wax. So another step to make sure it does integrate. All right. Anything else?
Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get 2 large superior grade stones for evolution at the gems. Sorry.
Yes. All right. Large.
Yes.
All
large
right.
superior. I'm guessing that's going to be maybe 1 radiant or maybe.
Yeah, 1 radiant. You're only going to be getting 1,000 platinum back.
Okay.
It's the large. The large size
large,
is what
not
exponentially increases its value.
Exactly. I expected as much. 1 large for 2.
Well, you get the 2 large. You get it for
And
1
1,000.
radiant and get the 1,000 platinum.
And that should be it for me.
Yep. The repair kits. 10 platinum a piece.
Okay.
Yep. So there you go.
It's my day trip. I come back.
Ming recommends when you have a week, go to the local alchemist guild and get yourself fucking certified. Because if you're making this shit right here, get what be certified. Because that means you're authorized through even the guild you're signed up with as a licensed seller. Because they're not going to take potions, or they're not going to take any goods that require you to be qualified for and have do tests.
Okay. Yeah. I'll go now. Also I go to the guild and I register.
It'll take you a week to prep for the test.
Okay, so I'll go to the guild and I will get the information and what I would be doing for the test, and then I will come back.
It is a 10 platinum fee when you are ready to take it. They will give you a study curriculum and send you on your way.
Sounds good.
Okay, there are grades, of course, but of the alchemist, but that's it. What else you got?
That's it for the day. The next day, I am going to be doing some cooking, so we have food on our travels, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. All ready to go across the board? Looks like you guys are prepped for just about anything you need. All right. Let's group you all up. Any goobers you want to bring from the dungeon? Because you got Zothajek, you've got all your little boys and girls. Wanderer's not there.
Yeah, no, Wanderer's at the place.
You also have, if I remember correctly, who else? Yes, I know Gulper's there, but you probably don't want to bring Gulper.
Yeah.
You can bring some kobolds if you want.
I think we can bring Ugix and Chipney.
Okay.
Alright, now.
Ugix and Chipney! They're like, we're ready! Ugix just kind of shambles over.
And what else do you guys want to bring?
I think Indrid would kill Fear Me. Pass on that for now.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I would also have given Lord Ghoul the Quaddle.
That'll take some time. He's a little angry right now. I can feel it. So we'll wait.
Is Pix going to give us a blessing?
When you are finalized and ready with your roster.
I believe we are.
Yeah, I think this.
What about me? You wouldn't leave such an exalted and experienced individual such as myself behind, are you?
Well, Zorthax.
Zothajek, thank you.
Sorry, Zothajek.
Jack.
I can't do that name right now. Would you care to join us?
I would, actually.
Why are we inviting Bobblefuck again?
Because, as much as I hate to say this, he is the most experienced of us all. Even if he is just a child.
Just know that there's probably some hidden intentions coming up. Not try to help us.
Of course, I'm not full in this.
Alright, Pix, do your thing. Pix will go, kind of jiggle back and forth. He jumps up and he spins, and all the dust floats over you guys. You will restore your fate points or boons or bone coins or whatever reservoir you got, and you'll get a temporary one as well. If you have multiple pools to pull from, it will be one of the pools of your choice. Okay, finally, we go to the dungeon I made. Be careful on your travels.
Of course, Lord Gould.
Take this, as he tosses it to you. Put this around Phil's, well, one of his legs. It'll shrink him down a little bit.
Understood,
In case
Lord
it's
Gould.
a tight corner, or tight corridors, you know. And you guys can keep that. for Phil. Yes. All right, let's put you guys here.
Growl.
I saw that.
You guys are adorable. Stop it.
Just being a menace. You have piercing.
Time for
Oh. Did we like put them all on the same time? What do you guys think?
What on the same time?
The gems, crystals.
Oh, this. No, I know how to do this. Ah, doop 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 doop. And I'm gonna start bringing out all the gems.
Oh, look at all the pretty gems.
Yes. I'm gonna do. Gotta double check because I believe I wrote down the order.
Clear from over here. I don't see anyone from up here.
In the UFC, Max only wears the best. Introducing the Manscaped Boxers 2.0, designed with.
Designed with what?
Exactly. We will never know.
Indrid and Taylor, you guys are on the map. You can move your characters.
Phil is so big.
I don't think there was actually an order for me to put them in.
Hey, little friend. What do you see? He leans down to you, saying that, Grimald.
What did he say?
What are you looking at, little friend?
I look over to the floating eyeball and I say, "Is it me, or does that guy look like a floating testicle?"
I don't know what those are.
I guess you can't get back there, can you?
He starts looking at his butt like, where am I looking?
I snicker and continue to investigate this am I just seeing like a dark statue, or is it actually labeled dark?
No, there's a label actually put there by, it looks like, somebody. They literally put a label that they kind of hung on each of the statues to represent an element, but otherwise the statues look perfectly identical. It looks like the individual who did this was kind of doing some groundwork to figure out what goes where.
Can I roll
and so-
technicians to see if there's anything that would indicate this is exuding some sort of magical quality?
Sure, feel free.
He's going to start putting down the stones, though.
Okay.
Starting with the core elements.
All these statues are highly magical.
Okay. I communicate that to the group as I notice it.
Okay. As you put the stones down, the statues light up.
And then run all the way back up and then we put one on order and then one on chaos.
Okay. And when you do, the door will open. It's actually quiet. Doesn't grind open. Doesn't churn and rumble. It just, you hear a clunk, like a big bolt being moved. And then it just cracks in just a little bit. Coming, little friend?
Talking to you, Taylor.
Yep. Sorry, I forgot to move my token here.
And Phil will
Pretty
put
far
on
down.
his little bracelet, and he will go to German Shepherd size this time. Okay.
And then let us head in. Was the Wanderer's tent nowhere to be here?
No, it wasn't. You know he evacuated because of the apostles.
Right.
It was here, but no. I copy pasted. That is so annoying. I grabbed Phil when he was not giant, but it posted a giant one anyways. What a lobby. Alright, so let me put you guys. Go, put the big guys in the back, put the little guys in the front.
Oh, put it in your mouth.
It is a row upon row upon row of soldiers. They are an identical design to the ones outside, but instead of a sword in their hand, they hold an object.
What do the objects look like? No, they're different objects.
Yes. Not a single one is the same.
Interesting.
Alright, Eatsley, you step in first, and from the lanterns on the left and right of you, each is a little wisp of the core crystals, or what used to be the crystals you used to get in. And they whisk into little motes of fire, or little motes of energy, and they kind of float in kind of a ring as they kind of rotate. And each one is unmistakable from each other. You're not sure what this means, but you have all of the energies right there.
Interesting. Let's read out and start looking about. I want to touch on the weapons yet, or the stuff. Let's see what we can get a feel for in here.
You think
Keith, be
maybe?
careful where you land. Was that Susie?
I was just thinking, maybe we have to replace the items, or maybe get items this or that are both types will take up 2 types of element. Those are my 2 first guesses, but yeah, let's walk through.
I know one thing we will need at some point is a lantern. So if your theory holds any weight, we might have to wait for what picked up.
So as you guys do walk in, I'm going to give you a passive description of the room. If any of these things I describe is something that you want to know more about, that's where you would go up to that object and study it, and make some rolls. So
and lick it. Don't forget
that
to
too,
lick it.
of course. So as you guys collectively walk in and see the motes of elements form in Eatsley's hand, no one else gets one. But it looks like he kind of has to hold out his hand palm up for them to keep floating. And if he doesn't, they stay in place.
Okay.
As you do enter the room, each statue at first looks identical, and they are in shape, but a little bit of the details, the aesthetics of the carving kind of shine through. The armor is just a smidge different than everyone else, even if they have the same crest from the same knight order or the same brigade or battalion or whatever or squad they came from. They all have one unique little thing to them, whether it's a part of their helmet, a different symbol. The armor looks just a smidge different. Each one's unique, just like the objects they hold in their hands. On the periphery of the room, the walls and the ceiling is a mural. It's a little confusing to look at because you're not sure where the start of the story of the mural starts. If there's a break between each of the ones, like different stories being told. This one on the ceiling's a little easy to identify. It's one massive mural. It was kind of hard to look at for any more than a couple seconds. It almost forces your gaze down. You could look further if you'd like, but it looks like the entire ceiling is painted in one giant mural of some battle. On the side walls, different stories. The floor is Spartan, very basic, very clean and flat, like a barracks. Each statue is perfectly spaced down to the centimeter from each other and from the wall, as every other statue is. No statue is higher than each other. They all are 6 feet tall exactly. Space between them and the ceiling about 5 feet above their heads. So the ceiling is exactly 11 feet tall.
Okay.
The door does close, and that big heavy bolt locks behind you.
Okay.
On the back of the door is another mural, which is vastly different than the rest. This one is a person in the middle holding out their hand as if they're reaching out to you, staring at you, and they have a mote in their hand. Not like the 10 that you got, but they have a mote, and there are others kind of holding a mote in their hand as well. Some look puzzled, some look covetous of their mote. Some are, see one in the background like touching a statue, and then, another guy's kind of like, as like the statue lit up from this guy touching it. Like, it's not of the soldiers here, it's people. There's even a couple monstri. There's this gecko dragon thing that looks really weird. He's like trying to lick the moat floating above his head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the more you look at the back of the door, the more people and creatures start to appear, and it's almost like you're getting sucked in.
Then
And after the door fully locks, there are 10 crystal gems that ring the door frame. They're all light up, one for each of the core elements you use to get in. It's also where the moat flew out of to make that ring of 10 that floats above Eatsley's hand. They float in a clockwise direction very slowly, and they go in the exact order Eatsley installed them in. Kind of like spokes of a wheel, or numbers on a clock. There is no identifier from it, but there is an impending feeling. Tarrying here too long, you will not leave. If you'd like, we can devolve this into turn order, so that we can have people kind of have a turn to ask, or have a turn in the spotlight to make a decision or do something. Or do you guys want to have a little bit of open narrative?
I don't mind open narrative.
Okay.
I usually always say go for turn order, but for this, I'm okay with open narrative.
Okay. The room is lightly lit, or brightly lit. There's no light source other than those 2 lanterns, and they kind of flicker with this dull, brownish, almost smog blasted panes of glass. It shouldn't be emitting much light, if at all, from those. But the room is perfectly lit, and there is no shadows cast from the statues, nor from you.
Interesting. I'm going to go up to one of the murals on the side.
Which side, like the things, or like
The murals.
Where do you want to start?
You know what? We're gonna start on the left side.
Okay.
And boop, 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 boop.
That side wall, or do you want to start on the lower wall? Where Susie is.
Yeah, floor wall.
Okay.
I would inform people that the lantern we are also looking for won't have any magic to it.
Okay.
Or Aether, very specifically.
So, anyone have the skill called History? Anyone pick up History?
I do not have History.
Okay. Grimald, you got History?
Nope.
Indrid?
Yeah.
Okay. Zothajek just is like, so you really are young. Well, it's a boon you brought me along, now did you? Ah! He stares at it. Ah, yes, a tale as old as time. It starts with the rumbling rumors of new gods. Who are these gods? Why is there new powers that be when there are current ones? Little did they know, this was only a rumor. But it was the battle that came afterwards that opened up the space for these new gods to, well, self-fulfill a prophecy, so to speak. This is the start of a old tale before the first War of the Gods. before the demons came. Yes. This is not a place of human fallen. This is a place of a mausoleum for both sides who fought in the war.
Yes, the Temple of the Lost Soldier is to pay respects for fallen gods.
Yes, but also the soldiers specifically that served them, that fought for them. You see, the gods get all the glory. And those heroes and soldiers, especially the soldiers, are forgotten.
Which
So,
I guess this should be said. We should be very respectful while we're here.
yes,
Just because the god is no longer worshipped doesn't mean they won't use the last of their strength to spite you.
yes. In fact, this may be a final place of power for gods who are forgotten. For their fallen haven't forgotten them, and this place gives a voice, a little bit of minute power to the dead. I detect the realm of death. It's very near here. The veil between his realm and ours is paper thin. So don't go touching things, you mutts. Ugh. Can't believe I'm going to have to babysit you. All these shiny objects, and you're probably going to touch them, and something's going to happen. You're going to get cursed. Or you're going to get killed. And old Zathajek here is going to have to help you. Ugh. Well, thank goodness I'm here, aren't I? As he starts floating along the wall, kind of reading the mural to himself. All filled with his own self-importance.
I mean, easily would follow behind him.
I'm going to make this gridless. Better. Make Urgix a little smaller, Grimold a little bigger, Phil just that size, Caesar at the right size, Eatsley you're a little bit bigger than a normal Skellerman. Yeah. Alright, you guys are free to explore. Zathajek, he's just recounting the tale.
Easily would listen. Very attentively.
It actually glosses over most of the major details of the culmination up to that big event, and it actually kind of focuses on the soldier's story. This one, it's a little hard to follow because it specifically goes in and out, and there's a lot of the stories told through picturesque representation. There's no words, so you got to know symbology. You have to know, specific aesthetics or looks that specific orders of soldiers have. And a couple of them, Zathajek's like, sure of that Knight Order. Very distinctive armor look, though. Very expensive from the curvature of the some of the plating. Very expensive armor. You can show the way the art is stylized and embellished specific details to show their importance. But why is it that I don't know them? I should know them. Probably some god trickery.
Maybe it's because your rebirth left some holes in your memory. It happens to all of us.
Uh-huh. You would like that, wouldn't you?
It would make me giggle.
And they're basically, it's a big story of the soldiers trying to figure out kind of what's going on, because no one has the right details. People are starting to become fractious and divided. And eventually, there's a big fight between the soldiers themselves. just at the beginning of the far right side of the room. And there is one picture I've seen that is very kind of hard to look at, mostly because there is a very embellished, even gilded in kind of gold gilding of these triumphant but battered soldiers lining up the traitor soldiers, who are also their armor is embellished with symbology, but the heads and the faces are chiseled out. The survivors then pull themselves together and charge towards the final battle, the fight against the demons. So they had to win the war at home before they can fight the enemy trying to take their home. So this is why humans couldn't figure it out. Okay, and I don't see them to be a surviving species for too much longer. They fight amongst themselves too easily. There's only this one panel that shows the monstray. Very curious. It's all this story about humans. And then there's this one story here about the monstray shaking hands with the humans to team up. And then there's the last panel, which then alludes to the mural above us, which is, of course, the big fight. I don't really like looking at what it is up there. Maybe I'll take a peek later. Well, there you have it. Big story.
But they made peace. Oh no, that makes sense. I was told that the monstray and the humans at one point made peace.
Very briefly to fight the demons and the devils.
No. No.
Interesting. Yeah.
Cheapney, fly over to the other orb, if you would please. Sure. And he lands. And then all the panels on the walls flip 180. Kind of in a cascade. And now it's the monstray story. And that same panel of the monstray shaking the hand of the humans, that does flip, and it's, it's inverted. So humans are shaking the hands of the monstray.
Fascinating.
Oh, I know this one. This one's good. I like this story. It's us doing all of the work the humans couldn't do.
And you guys,
look, the dragons putting the magic that we needed together. There's the undead raising an army so large and powerful, even the gods would feel threatened. And then, of course, you have the great growers and dryads hiding away the well springs of the world and providing us the bounty of the world tree. Yes. And the only conflict we had amongst ourselves was a competition to see who got to lead which forces. This is why we are superior species.
though we ourselves conflict.
Oh yes, we need conflict amongst each other to establish hierarchy.
He's just gonna look at them, see if there's if any of the people in the monstrous side would have weapons that are similar to the ones we have here.
All right, I'll have you roll me an awareness.
Six degrees of success.
Okay. Yes, there are 2 you can pick out that are on the wall. It's like finding a Where is Waldo?
Mhm.
Because you're not you don't remember all of the ones you see these guys holding, but you're like, oh wait, I saw that one. So it's pretty simple. There are 2 that you catch an eye on, which let's see. Excuse me. There was an elixir here. This jar. And it glows like an elixir.
Which elixir?
Top right. This one.
Okay.
Yep. And on the right side again, you got this thing over here, which is what should be a tiara with some sort of ghostly flame. But this one wasn't worn on the brow of the creature. It was worn like it floated above their head.
Like a halo.
Interesting.
Kind of, yes. The elixir, the monster that was carrying that around, was this kind of stone, this large stone man, and it was him reaching down in the background, and he had the elixir because the stone man's so large, it was between his forefinger and thumb, and he was trying to hold it as gently as possible as he handed it down to the humans as they were holding their hands up in supplication, like, thank you, oh great one. And this other one, the tiara, it looked like this kind of centaur fawn, not like a horse body, but more of a deer's body, an upper and a human upper body. But they kind of had this droopy, dark look, not like a forest protector, but kind of a mourner of a lost forest.
Mhm.
Like all the happiness has been drained out of them. And they were just kind of kneeled down and, sadly trying to nurture this one last sprout. And those are the only 2 you caught. Let's hop to someone else. Taylor.
Yep.
What do you want to do? What are you looking for? What's going to catch your eyes?
Is there anything that I can tell from the weaponry if these things are merely for show, or do they actually have power in them?
You don't even need a Cynicians. Each of these are magical items to the extreme.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just
These
kind
would be
of
called
waiting to
relics.
see what unfolds.
Yeah, these are relics. Did you want to go look at any of the doors, any of the murals? Did you want to go sniff around the room?
I'm just stealthed,
Sure.
taking in the what's going on.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Indrid! What are you up to?
I'm cuddling a puppy and it's fucking fantastic. I want to find out what this hand is.
It's a large, seems like a large gauntlet that goes all the way up to the elbow. And there are a multitude of dials with symbols on it.
Any of this look familiar?
Not at all. It also looks like there's a series of chains used to lock those gears so they don't move.
Creepy. But not as creepy as I was hoping. Is there anything creepier in this?
I don't know. Find it. Zoom in. Scroll around.
Well, I already did that.
vibes.
Oh, there's plenty of creepy vibes.
Put this this ball here. Them on Chipney's on one side, but there's it kind of looks like the moats that popped up. Kind of look like it's like a snow globe of all those moats.
Not necessarily. Chipney was on that one last. When he flew and landed on the other one, the panels flipped to the other side of the story.
Right. But inside of it doesn't really.
No, it's opaque, like a polished glass orb. It's all cloudy. Can't really see into it. It's actually cloudy enough you might actually think it's stone.
Right.
Is there anything in the gauntlet?
Not that you can see. Looks empty.
You said, not that I can see, and then what?
Yeah, there's nothing in the gauntlet. It's just it's empty. It's where a hand would go, you know.
The candle looks pretty.
A lot of it's spooky. All right. Susie.
Yeah.
You were looking at that orb. Did you want to touch it, or lick it, as Indrid would encourage you to do?
Lick it.
No. I'm gonna study this statue here.
Alright. That one has a bow in it, made of kind of almost a living branch, and there are flowers currently living and growing off of the bow.
Yeah.
As you kind of study it for a little bit, it's hard to tell, but that is covered in thorns. And you would think thorns of that size would be easy to be seen, but it's
Like
not.
cacti.
No, you can only see it out of peripheral vision.
I do have heightened senses of sight, so.
Yep. So it's kind of a glamour. This bow is very dangerous, covered in thorns, both big and small.
Even in the place where you can't.
Especially that one.
Maybe it takes blood or it damages that too.
Not sure. Look what we have here. If I didn't know my artifacts, I would say that gem is one of the lost augurs. Fascinating. Fascinating. Oh, and what's over here? A divining top. Fancy. Haven't seen one of those in, well, outside of a book.
There's many
Amulet of
fascinating things.
Everfrost. Lost to time. Elixir of... He gets like... His eyeball almost touches the side of the glass on the elixir. Elixir of... Oh, fancy.
I want to touch this orb while Tiffany's on it.
Nothing.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. No one of those like if you don't know, you don't try.
Yeah.
I found a feather.
Huh? You mean a quill? It looks like a quill.
Yeah,
Or
it
could be a feather. It's both, technically. Quills are feathers.
The pen is mightier than the sword analogy here?
Sometimes. But usually magic is better than both, so. Oh. Gauntlet of brimstone fire, lost at time.
Many things here that are lost to time, it seems.
Oh, the Archmagi's battle armor.
Seth is that.
Well, I'm not going to address you if you can't say my name properly.
All right.
Zothojek.
Counterpoint. I can't say his name correctly. Period.
Zothojek.
Jack. Right. Zothojek.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah. Zothojek. What is this lantern?
Lantern to the underworld.
A what?
A lantern to the underworld. You know, the ones that you need to go down the passageway to No?
Yes.
I thought you, potential priest of Ziki, should recognize his artifacts.
I have not been.
Just, testing you.
No, I have not been in the presence of this artifact before. I've only read about it, and it did not include pictures.
No, they don't. Why would they?
And that's why I asked somebody who is far more knowledgeable than I.
I am, actually, thank you. Good, yes. Oh, you got really close. What is it you want, Spiderling?
I'm just checking you out. Hey, if I pay you, do you think you could give me some better information?
Well, I mean, how much and for what?
I have a radiant coin, dungeon coin, that I could pay you.
Depends on the information you're looking for.
Well, decided on it yet. I just wanted to make sure I could ask.
I'm willing to do business. Yes.
Good.
But it's all about what you're looking for. Because, knowledge is very expensive.
Sure it is.
He does give a family and friends discount, I've been told.
Do not.
Oh, that would be nice if you did.
You don't think you can scam me?
You want to just check out the room a little bit more, ask some questions, and then go to bed?
You can always come back.
Imagine we'd be here for the rest of the session, I imagine. So.
I mean, he easily found what he's looking for. So, I don't know.
Just got to figure out how to get it. I think it's to do, but I'm not. Maybe picking it up and see how many motes disappear when you do it?
No, I think it's more of making an offering.
Think it's the
to
offering? Okay.
yeah.
Everyone needs a
But-
boat to leave then.
I don't know.
Okay, Electro.
I know Taylor also has to leave in a few minutes. No more than 30 or so. I'll answer some final questions for Eatsley and Susie, but if you two want to take off, we're not going to go too much longer. Probably no more than 15 minutes. So,
Thank you
Ellie.
for playing with me, Matt.
Even though
Thanks,
she's
everybody.
sassy.
All right. See you, Taylor. We'll continue next time.
Yeah, it's too bad Millian
Yeah.
can't be here. I don't think he's going to be here next week either, but he's doing a move, sister.
So, we'll answer some questions for the two of yous, and then we'll cut it short.
Real.
Bye, Ellie.
Be safe, Allie.
Is this the real life?
Yes, and it's not fantasy, but my game is fantasy.
Good.
Landslide.
So I'm going to kind of look the statue over to see if they gave this person a name.
The Lost Soldier specifically, there's been no name shown or mentioned or written at all. You either know these people or you don't.
Okay.
Each of the statues, when you do get close and you study their face, for they all do not have a helmet on, it's actually a carved face with pretty exquisite detail. They look eerily lifelike. In fact, when you get close to some of the statues, some of them are just, instead of armor, you'll find like a gorgon curled up on itself, holding between its hands its object. And it's not in armor at all, but the moment you leave its adjacent square, it goes back to being a statue. The statues are so lifelike when you get close and you're not far away that it's a little shocking. You'd almost think they're alive.
Interesting. I'm gonna hold up like the orbs near them. Just to see if there's any reaction.
And they kind of slowly rotate, and their eerie light shines off of the stone of each of the statues near.
But the statues themselves?
You should probably do a little bit more research of the room before you go thinking decisions and things.
I'm being very careful. I am.
Are you?
Yes, I'm.
Do
going
you know
to...
if we get more of those?
I do not. That's why I'm being careful. I want to see if the statues reacted.
And if they do?
That is knowledge we did not have from before.
You guys are not dungeoneers at all, are you? Usually places like this mausoleum, first things first is to read the story and understand the stories and all the stuff it's trying to tell you. Why are the statues all facing this one direction? Why are they perfectly in rank and file? Why is it difficult to look at the mural at the ceiling? Why does the back of the door there look like it's going to suck you in, but also at the same time give you answers in which you seek? Why do the statues change when you get close to them?
And why do the statues react certain ways to certain magics?
That one's for later. Because that's what we use to get in, which is also something we need to be very intrigued about. Those large statues out there, I know you're trying to do the same thing you did out there, but I've also been doing the same test coming through here with my eyes. They're all neutral in magic. You should be almost able to taste it in the air. The objects that they carry are so vastly different and wildly powerful, the statues couldn't have an element of their own. Because if they did, they'd interact with the statues to the left and to the right, and front and back, in addition to the item that they're holding. Unless it's a perfect arrayed formation, such as there was so much thought put into the arrangement of what item goes where and what element you give to each and every one of the statues that they never conflict, and they actually form some sort of magic arrangement, a formation, a big whatever, which would be ridiculous.
Would it though?
Yes, it would.
So, if they're all arranged a certain way, one of these items definitely not a neutral type of magic. They have their own types. We can definitely tell. One's fire, one's earth, wood, order. Maybe we need to replace them.
Maybe. But at the same time, if you do that, it probably... you gotta be careful, because the statues themselves have no element, but each of those motes has an element.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, yes, you can get the item if you give it a mote, but now you've imbued that specific object with a mote, which means it'll interact with the room.
Or, think of it as the statues on the outside. They are opposite to each other, correct? They
No.
face each other, each one. So maybe these statues are facing their opposite. Give them their opposites, and balances.
Would be
Get out of the way, dragon.
that'd be weird considering the lantern would have to be out of an object that does not contain aether. But Issa would walk up to the front.
Stare at this with me.
Susie's gonna stare. Want an awareness?
We're gonna stare.
And then a willpower.
So I'm gonna do awareness with a.
And we're gonna use 2 willpower. Or 2 boons past the willpower.
Awareness.
Or past the awareness. English. I do.
Bitcoin.
Sadness.
Bone coin.
Willpower.
Willpower.
Okay.
Bitcoin. Better than a 7. Back. 5 minutes.
Oh, very nice.
And the bone coin.
Another one?
3 in the.
Okay.
I get the big point.
Looking it over. Zadajek. Yes. It looks like you can hand out the flames to others. But if you're going to carry them, you can only carry them in proper elemental fashion. Such as, you must carry its opposite if you're going to carry one. Or two in this case. But if you're going to carry one, that's fine, but I mean, somebody else only can carry one because, well, you took its opposite. And as long as you have the opposite, nothing should happen to you. That's what I got. What did you see?
What did you see?
Easley,
Mhm.
as you're kind of looking at it, there is panic among the people you see. They've used all their motes. They got their items. They even, some look angry. They're arguing kind of amongst each other. And then after all the motes are gone, and those two lanterns kind of started to dim, and those die out, all the statues at once turn in perfect synchronous towards the people in here and draw their weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's like, "Oh no, that's all the creature or the statues in here. If you run out of time, attack you with the weapons they hold."
Makes sense.
Okay.
You even see people trying to pull objects out of the hands of these statues with no avail. You see people trying to destroy the statue's hands to get them to let go of the object, to no avail.
Eatsley, can I use a boon to pass my awareness?
Sure. You not have a boom?
I don't have boons. I have fate points. I already used my fate point for it.
Fair enough. Oh wait, no, you can't, because remember, you can't use boons and fate points on the same roll.
Yeah, you can. You can only use it once, Matt said.
Okay.
You can't do more than one. Otherwise, Matt needs a special power for it.
If you use a fate point, you can only use one boon. If you use one boon, you can only use one fate point.
Mhm.
But if you use two boons, you can't use a fate point. Or if you use two fate points, you can't use a boon.
Yeah.
Vice versa. Same with bone coins too. But usually you only want to use those in one doses. Alright, so yeah, Eatsley, the timer, the threat beyond it is much more real. Because if you die here, your gems never leave.
Right.
It's not that you're permanently dead, it's just
They're lost.
you never get your body back.
Okay. In that case,
You have a headache, by the way. Something was pulling you in deeper and deeper into the stories of all those who came in here. All the same people who had the exact same fate. Even the clever guys who picked the most lethal weapons in the room and used them like, haha, it's mine now. I attuned to it. I knew this was going to happen. I will fight back. The statues do not receive damage from the objects taken here.
Right.
They're immune.
Mhm.
And the horrible judgment and vengeance in which they bring down upon those who are left in here is as picturesque as the war they died in. It is like a crashing avalanche of divine and treasure crate objects. Susie, when you look at yours,
So before we go, Matt, I just want to confirm. If I use a fate point in a bone coin, I'm not allowed to use a boon. that what you just said?
Yes.
Okay. Then I don't pass the awareness because I don't get the boon, and it's a nat 100.
But you also got the bone coin in it.
Yeah, I got an 8.
And
for
got
it.
you an 8.
Yep.
All right. There's kind of something that does actually reach out and try and grab you. But then it pauses and looks over at Eatsley with all his motes, and that hand reaches out, which is this shadowy ichor that reaches out from the back of the door. Because the door, the mural you're looking at is pitch black.
Mm-hmm.
It's like ink. And that hand, Eatsley, you're just like, holy shit, get away from me. Okay.
Go away.
Alright, you guys can go back to looking at it, but you'll be gaining a random amount of fatigue.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop and kind of like lean back. All right. I think I figured something out.
So I'm gonna give you guys a handout. Just I don't know if you want to be the one who fills it out, but it's gonna be a handout for Temple of the Lost Soldiers. And then we'll just call it notes. And you can fill out all the things you learned.
Right.
If you so want. It's at the very, very top.
Yeah.
Does the willpower pass with the 3 boon and the 3 have anything that are going to reduce the fatigue because we passed the willpowers, or is it
You guys do not get the fatigue in the first place.
Oh, okay.
Because you passed the willpower. Also, this door didn't do anything to you because you passed your willpower tests.
Okay, cool.
You didn't get sucked in. And now you realize it is actually going to suck you in. Or it's going to reach out and try and grab you. Right. But interestingly enough for you, Susie, when it reached out to grab you and take you, it got distracted by the shiny glowy lights right next to you, and it was like, that's more exciting. I'm going to grab that.
The blackness seems to be more wanting the moat when I try to get you. It seems to be attracted to the light with this.
Oh, I found out where all the people go if they don't leave here.
And they go into the mirror?
Yes, the black mirror here. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to make an assumption here that at least one of us each needs a moat in order to leave. Or there needs to be at least one moat for each of us.
No, it's more complex. Far more complex than that.
What is your idea?
Well, I'm taking a break. I looked at it twice in the time you took to look at it once. So give me a moment.
I mean, you do have a lot of eyes.
Exactly. But the only one that I trust in this particular moment is my big eye.
Afraid eye number 3 is deceiving you?
Well, it's a liar's eye, of course. Ugh.
I will take a look at the mirror again.
All right.
Awareness, face.
Right.
Past that, I will. Right in the middle for balance. Willpower. I will use 12 degrees success on the willpower. It doesn't really help me any, but I did roll a 5 and pass the awareness.
Okay.
It seems balancing.
Yeah. Looking at it, Susie, takes a little bit to get behind it, but you find one guy. He has his pointer finger pointed up, and around it floats the 10 motes. Looks like he came in alone, and he's sitting among all the stuff looking around. But kind of unlike the others, there's no face on it. It looks like some sort of living apparel. And it's him kind of pondering, what are the motes? What are they used for? And he kind of comes to a conclusion that's kind of odd. He tries to construct his own doorway out, but he doesn't do it right, and he ends up in the mural.
Okay.
But it has to do with something with the motes of elements, and it is very important. The order in which he was contemplating using them, and where they go. But that's all he was able to do. You're not sure what it didn't show him actually making his own door, but him ruminating over it, kind of writing it down in a book. But he kept watching those candles, the lanterns at the front that are already dim to begin with. Kind of cocks his head like, oh, because this looks like a very studious fellow.
Okay.
And eventually he snaps his book shut, giving him very little time. He does a series of actions which is lost in the inky blackness of the black mirror.
Yeah.
And he kind of just checks his notes furiously, looks up, looks down, hangs his head as a cascade of... He's just... nothing.
So, learns that...
go ahead and gain 1d8 fatigue.
Okay, even with the pass.
For a second look.
Yeah.
Oh, even with the pass. The pass is you not getting pulled in.
Yeah. The 1d10 you said?
1d8.
Let's go.
7 fatigue. Alright.
So, how's that fatigue looking for you, Susie?
I am 1 over my threshold.
Ah, good.
Minus 10.
You guys have potions for that shit. Alright. Yeah, no, that was yikes. Big yikes.
So
But
I'm going to share that that scene on network. Be like, it seems that the Lantern are definitely something. They came from the Lantern, didn't they? The motes?
no, from the gems in the doorway.
Oh, the gems in the doorway. Okay.
So there's the gems you guys actually used.
Came back to us the door. Yes.
Yes, and they're embedded in the door from the bottom left, in order in which you needed to put them in, and it goes up the left side, over the top, down the right side, in the order of the gems you have, and they're all lit up, and that's where the motes flew out of when they originally coalesced. So
possibly, since there's 2, and with the balance of maybe 1 in here, 1 in... I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll let you guys write it down. I promised we would stop around here.
Yep.
I think it's
And
just
that is
us.
where we're gonna cut it. You guys could fill out the information in that handout. I'll be back in 30, 45 minutes. I'm gonna go work out before the last of the light leaves.
For sure. Thanks for the
Okay.
session, Matt.
Yep. I'll be back. Bye.
Right down. I put down information.
I have the session recorded, so I can always go back and check stuff. Here for a lot of the explaining of side stuff. Always. So I will go back and listen to that later. Closing thoughts, Char. There is I just noticed a black area here. Cool.
A black area where?
You're right.
There might not be like an area, but who knows?
If I know Matt, that's just
right. I know that we need to go further in order to access the land of the dead. So what I'm probably gonna do next session is grab the lantern and look over here to try and find a way out.
There's anything underneath of the statues.
I don't know. But I'm gonna go make dinner. Talk to you later.
Myself some stone. Talk to you later, Char. All right, Luna, let's go.